Trails.
And we'd like to welcome you to Hee Haw 2013.
This is our 24th annual Hee Haw.
That's right. Some of you weren't born when that first one happened, and Buck and I weren't, certainly. Dusty and I either.
Let's get to something that we know something about.
All right.
Like that wonderful barbecue that we had from Earl's. So I'd like to give a shout out for Earl's for all the good barbecue we had. Stacy and Jerry for taking care of us tonight. And anytime you guys want to go down there and just say, hey, Buck and Dusty sent us down here to eat, they'll take real good care of you.
That's right. Ask for the Hee Haw discount. Well, you know, the way we start Hee Haw, we all have a little tradition.
That's right.
And we couldn't start Hee Haw without saluting our hometowns.
Because there may be some of you who don't know where we are actually from.
That's right. Probably you thought we were born and raised in Edmond.
And that's not true.
That's not true.
So I'd like to salute my hometown, Beaver, Oklahoma, cow chip capital of the world. Salute!
Salute! And I'd like to salute my hometown of Warwick, Oklahoma, parakeet capital of the world.
Salute! Oh, we've got some fun things. One of the things we also like to do is to welcome all of our guests. So if you have been invited by somebody here to come tonight, if you'd raise your hand, we'd like to salute you.
All right. Got guests back there. Yes, yes.
We're back there, over here. Great. Thank you very much for being here.
That's right. We also like to thank our, who else we like?
Our first-timers, which may be the guests, too.
That's right. Not the all-timers, but the first-timers, okay? Those of you that this is your first Hee Haw here, and you came intentionally. All right. Quite a few of us. Look at everybody. All right.
Welcome.
Thank you for that. And be sure and tell everybody that you had a great time. Even if you didn't, be sure and tell them you did, and they need to be here next year, okay?
That's right. That's right. And one more group that we'd like to thank, or actually not really groups, just one. We'd like to know who came the farthest to come to this show.
That's right. Did anybody drive at least 500 miles? We've had people come all the way from Alaska to come to Hee Haw. Not this year.
I don't see anybody this year from Alaska.
500, 300 miles. Anybody 300 miles? 12 miles. Anybody drive at least 12 miles? Okay, we've got a couple of people over 12 miles. All right. Well, thank you for coming to Hee Haw.
Oh, it's great. We're glad that you're here. Hey, Buck, you know, my daughter, she just got married last month, and she had to have one of those destination weddings.
Is this a joke?
No, this is serious.
Okay.
This is serious.
Okay.
We'll get into the jokes later.
Okay.
Okay. Anyway, we had to go to Destin, Florida for this destination wedding because it had to be on the beach.
Mm-hmm.
So we all go down there. Well, they go meet with the preacher the day before, you know, because they've never met him before. So he's asking them some things, and he says, do you want one of those traditional weddings or a non-traditional wedding? And they thought, well, you know, we came all the way from Oklahoma to Florida to be on the beach. Let's just go all out. Well, we'll go for a non-traditional wedding. Not having a clue what that meant. So the day of the wedding arrives, and as luck would have it, an hour before the wedding, it pours rain. I mean, water is standing all over the place.
Mud puddles.
Mud puddles deluxe. Well, because of the rain, because of the traffic, my son-in-law, future son-in-law, he's just my son-in-law now, he is late getting to the wedding. So he pulls up in the parking lot, and everybody's standing down there on the beach waiting for him. And he looks, and there's nothing but water standing all over the place between there and there. So he rolls up his pants legs and runs down to the beach. Gets right there in front of the preacher and he goes, whew. And the preacher looks at him. He says, roll down, or pull your pants down. He goes, excuse me? He said, pull your pants down. He says, preacher, I think I'd like to have one of those traditional weddings. So